This is question number 9 of January 2020 Paper-2R. So the question begins by saying that given that 1 by 2 minus x q can be written in this form of e bracket 1 minus qx to the power minus 3, and we are asked to find the value of p and q here. So for part A, I will write the given expression, which is 1 by 2 minus x cubed, and this can be written as this in this form as well. So 2 minus x to the power minus 3. For doing questions of this chapter, binomial expansion, I love to actually write the expressions in this form. So a plus bx to the power d. If a is equals to 1, then you can just directly proceed with the expansion of the expression. But since a is not equal to 1 in our question, so we have to make it 1, or we have to bring 1 in the expression. So at first, let me bring 1 in this expression of a plus bx to the power 2. So a plus bx to the power d can be written as, if I take a common, so it will be a, and there is a power of d, so I will have to write it, I have to give it on top of d, bracket 1 plus b by ax to the power d. I'll do the same thing for the given expression. So 2 minus x to the power minus 3 can be written as a is 2, so 2, d is minus 3, and plus in bracket 1 plus b is minus 1, and a is 2, x bracket close to the power d, which is minus 3. And this can be written as 1 by 8 bracket 1 minus 1 by 2x to the power minus 3. They have access to give the answer in this form, p bracket 1 minus qx to the power minus 3. So here p would be 1 by 8, and q would be minus half, so q would be 1 by 2. The minus will get cancelled out. So for part B, the very common question, we have to expand 1 by 2 minus x to the power 3 in ascending power steps up to and including the term in x to the power 3, and express each coefficient as an exact fraction in its lowest term. So at first I need to expand the expression that we are given in part A. So for part B, we by 2 minus x to the power 3 to be 2 minus x to the power minus 3. And we express this in this form, a plus bx to the power d, where a was not equal to 1. So we brought 1 in the expression. So for that we get a to the power d, bracket 1 plus b by ax to the power d. And for the given expression, that would be 2 to the power minus 3, bracket 1 minus 1 by 2x to the power minus 3. There was a brief summary of part A. So this would be 1 by 8, 1 minus 1 by 2x to the power minus 3. So to expand a to the power d, bracket 1 plus b by ax to the power d, the format would be a to the power d, bracket 1 plus b by ax to the power d. Then we have to expand this in this way. So we'll first write a to the power d, then give a bracket, and write 1 plus d multiplied by b by ax plus d multiplied by d minus 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 1 multiplied by d by a x squared plus d multiplied by d minus 1 multiplied by d minus 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. That would be b by a x cubed. And this would be then bracket close for the question that we, for the expression that was given, a to the power d for us was 1 by a. Bracket 1 minus b by a was minus 1 by 2x to the power minus 2. So a to the power d was 1 by 8. Bracket 1 plus d was minus 3 multiplied by minus 1 by 2x plus minus 3 minus 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 1. E by a is minus 1 by 2x squared plus 3 minus 3 multiplied by minus 3 minus 1 multiplied by minus 3 minus 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. And b by a is minus half, so it will be minus half x to the power 3 bracket close. So this would be 1 by 8 bracket 1 plus 3 by 2x. And if you multiply minus 3 multiplied by minus 4 divided by 2, then this would be plus 6. So this would be plus 6 multiplied by half x squared would be 1 by 4x squared. Minus 3 multiplied by minus 3 minus 1 multiplied by minus 3 minus 2 divided by 6 would be, so this would be minus 10 multiplied by minus 1 by 8x cubed. So if you multiply 1 by 8 with the whole expression, then that would be 1 by 8. So 1 by 8, then you have to write, I think I would write the bracket, so it will be 1 plus 3 by 2x plus 3 by 2x squared plus 5 by 4x cubed. 5 by 4x cubed, and this would be 1 by 8 plus 3 by 16x plus 3 by 16x squared plus 5 by 32 x cubed. So this is it for part B. For part C of this question, we have been given an expression fxa plus bx and divided by 2 minus x to the power 3, and we are asked to expand this. And they have also given us the first three terms of the expansion of this fx. And we need to find a and b for part C. For part D, we have to find c. So fx is given to be a plus bx to the divided by 2 minus x cubed. So it can be written as a plus bx divided by 2 minus x to the power minus 3. So 2 minus x to the power minus 3 we already know from part B. So a plus bx multiplied by 1 by 8 plus 3 by 16 x plus 3 by 16 x squared plus 5 by 32 x cubed. We have to multiply a and bx with the expansion of part B separately. So a multiplied by 1 by 8 would be 1 by 8a plus 3 by 16 ax plus a multiplied by 3 by 16 x squared would be 3 by 16 a x squared. And if you look at the question, they only actually given as the first three terms, so we have to expand till we get x to the power 2, the first three terms. And then for bx, so bx multiplied by 1 by 8 would be 1 by 8 bx plus 3 by 16. 3 by 16 x multiplied by bx would be b, and x to the power 1, and here x to the power 1, so the powers will get added, so it would be 1 plus 1, so 2. So if I rearrange this, so it will be 1 by 8a plus 1 by 8a is actually x to the power 0. We don't write it because x to the power 0 or anything to the power 0 is 1. So we don't write it, but I'm writing this for you to understand it better, and we need it in the next part as well. So this would be 3 by 16 ax, and this would be 1 by 8 bx. So I'm bringing the x together and also the x squares together. So 3 by 16 ax squared plus 3 by 16 bx squared. Now if I write it in terms of their coefficient, fx would be 1 by 8a x to the power 0. X to the power 0's coefficient is 1 by 8a. And the coefficient of x is 3 by 16 a plus 1 by 8b plus the coefficient of x squared is 3 by 16 a plus 3 by 16 b. And this is the expansion of this fx that we got, and the expansion of fx that is given is 3 by 8 minus 43 by 16x. So 3 by 8, which is also x to the power 0 plus, minus 43 by 16 x plus c x squared. So I'm writing x to the power 0 because we are going to equate this to equate the coefficient of x to the power 0, x squared to find the value of a, b, and c. So first we have to equate the coefficient of x to the power 0. So for what we found was 1 by 8a, and is equals to, the given is 3 by 8. So a is equals to 3. Since there was no x here, 1 by 8a, so you can presume that there is 1 which is getting multiplied with 1 by 8a, and 1 comes from x to the power 0. So that's why we considered it to be x to the power 0, if someone has confusion there. So we found a, and then equating the coefficient of x, which is what we found was 3 by 16a plus 1 by 8b is equals to minus 43 by 16 that was given to us. So we know a to be 3 plus 1 by 8b bracket close minus 43 by 16. So this is a very simple calculation here. So if I write it 1 by 8b minus 43 by 16, and this is plus 9 by 16. So if you take it to the right hand side of the equation, then that would be minus 9 by 16. So 1 by 8b would be minus 52 by 16, and b would be equals to minus 26. For part C, they have asked us to find the value of c, which is the coefficient of x squared in the given expansion of fx. So what we got from our expansion is 3 by x, the coefficient of x squared was 3 by 16a plus 3 by 16b. So equating coefficient of x squared. So what we got was 3 by 16a plus 3 by 16b is equals to c. C was given. So 3 by 16, sorry, 3 by 16 a is 3 plus 3 by 16 b is minus 26. Now if you put this in your calculator, c would come out to be minus 69 by 60. So this is it for this question. Thank you.